Welcome to CyberBytes, the podcast. My first guest for this very special Black Hat edition is Biran Franco, co-founder and CPO at Cyclops. Cyclops have just come out of stealth last week with a 6.4 million raise from investors like Insight Partners, Crowdstrike, Merlin Ventures and more, and are solving very complex questions in the relatively new CSMA category, Cybersecurity Mesh Architecture. I hope you enjoy.
All right, and we're on. Introducing Biran Franco. How you doing, brother?
Exciting.
Good stuff. Flighting all right?
Yeah. First time in Black Hat as part of Cyclops. It's an interesting point.
Yeah, I love it, mate. I know you come out of stealth last week. So that's some exciting news. 6.4 million. Some great VCs involved as well. Insight, Crowdstrike.
Merlin Ventures. We have Tal Ventures, and we have some interesting investors like Dan Amiga and Mike Fay from Island.
Yep.
Eyal Gruner from Cynet.
Nice.
And we have also Ofer Smadari from Tor.
Great, cool, good stuff. So obviously coming in from Tel Aviv, nice 15-hour flight in. How's it been so far?
Busy.
Good.
Like 1 week after emerge out of stealth, the feeling around the solution, the need, the feedback is amazing.
Yeah, I love that.
It's amazing.
Before we dive into that, I always go back with my guests and find out a little bit about you, how it all began, how you got into the industry.
So basically, since I remember myself, I'm writing code, but I'm in cybersecurity in the last decade. I started in Perception Point.
Yep.
Then I moved to Sentinel-1 until the IPO. They did the shift to Microsoft Defender for Endpoint. Mm-hmm. And in my last position, I was a VP product of Axonius. So from my perspective, I moved several fundamental domains today in cybersecurity, which is like email security, or data protection and EDR, including AV and the huge suite of Microsoft, and also cybersecurity asset management in Axonius. With the new category and how you're going to address the education and stuff. So it's very interesting to me to get to this point today. I can tell you that one of the main goals that I had in my career is to be the founder of a startup.
Yeah.
There is a magic behind it. Besides the fact, the business and the excitement around it, etc., is the ability to build your own culture.
Yeah, absolutely.
Taking all of the good stuff from all of the places that you've been in, build your own puzzle.
Yeah.
Right. But when I met my colleagues like Eran Zilberman, the CEO, and Eli Guetta, the CTO, it was a perfect match.
Yeah.
Cool
dudes, mate.
They are, and eventually it's amazing because there's a lot of companies that are talking about the culture as a family.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that it's not a family, because family, most of the cases, you don't have the ability to choose.
Yeah.
Right. I see us as an NBA team that each one of us is doing his own stuff. And we are interesting combination. The CEO as a sales person, it's interesting, right? And the CTO is more like a researcher dev.
Yeah.
So this is how it goes.
Love that.
Yeah.
Let's dive into Cyclops. Talk to us. Can you give us a bit of an overview of what you guys are up to? I know you're just out of stealth, so a lot of...
Yeah. So as I said, Cyclops is a cybersecurity contextual search.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that, before we talk about cybersecurity, let's talk about search, right? In our day-to-day, we are using Google, Booking, all of these search engines to pull the data. Now, why we love them so much? Because one, they understand data. They are building contextual search based on what we need as a user. They enable to us the way you pull the data in an easy way, and beyond of everything, they know how to handle this generation that want to get it fast, accurate, and easy as that.
Yeah.
Now, When we talk about cybersecurity, we see that everything is related to search, context, and insights.
Yeah.
Like if I'm like running, like managing a risk, or like do investigation on alert, or like prioritizing a task, or even if I want to ask a question like what has been changing my environment in the last hour. Now, all of these questions are extremely hard to get today. Why? Because it's rely on so many things. But the main pain points in cybersecurity teams today is like they have ton of manual processes. They have like so many maintenance on that, which lead the team to low productivity. And Cyclops basically is going to bridge the gap to allow you to pull the data, okay? And it's actually we're pulling the inspiration from Google when they just came in '98.
Yep.
If you remember, you had like portals that you can
Yeah.
get the data, or you can do like www and get it.
Yeah.
But they literally like wired us to the way to pull the data, and this is what we are doing now. On top of it, and this is the uniqueness of the solution, we are pulling data from your ecosystem. We are correlate, we are normalize it, but the correlation it's at scale and customized for the customer automatically. It's a deterministic solution.
Got it.
And behind that, we are like if you wanna know exactly like what is the biggest thing that we are doing, like each one of the amazing solutions out there, they're giving you, hey Joseph, you have an incident, this is the severity, go. Nobody is actually say like, hey, how it's related to my business, how it's impact on my business.
Yeah.
Just like a generic severity. And today teams are struggling with that because the volume like grow all the time, right? And we do it in an easy way. Like think about, we literally give you the option to ask where I'm exposed without asking you to tell me like what you are doing. We are pulling the data and we do it by ourselves.
Yeah.
Now we are using Gen AI
Yep.
and LLM within our solution, to enable it in an amazing way.
Is that what differentiates you from a couple of the other players? Because I know it's quite a competitive market.
Yeah. So first of all, like if you can put it as like under the like the data fabric area. But if you look like on the other players, like you have like the SIM or like the XDR or the asset management, which each one of them is doing an amazing job. But we are differentiated by one, the amount of entities that we are pulling, which is also volatile and also solid like others. The correlation that we do at scale, the relations between the entities, and also how you literally give them to pull the data in an easy way. Okay, which all of these solutions have their own query languages.
Yeah.
They require certain expertise that sometimes you don't have.
Who are you targeting? Who are your target customers?
We are aiming on like three main personas.
Yep.
We're talking like usually it's like two. It's like the SOC or the vulnerability.
Yep.
And also the CISOs.
Yeah.
Now we are like aiming to to solve a very or like mental experience when you want to get something.
Yeah.
And now you can get it. We are giving you an answer on any complex question that you can think of.
Yeah.
And this is the beauty in the system.
And what category are we classing? Is it cybersecurity?
It's something called CSMA, which is a Cybersecurity Mesh Architecture. The main idea is to create a collaborative ecosystem from all of your tools that eventually will enhance significantly your detection capabilities, your response, the ability how to manage policies, access in identities, and literally lead you to a better risk prioritization and a better security. Okay.
What are you guys for the future? Well, what's next for Cyclops? I know you've had some big news. Are you going to be hiring? Is there people can reach out to you directly? But are you hiring at the moment?
Yeah, we're still hiring. We plan to grow.
Yeah.
Especially on the data side.
Yep.
But our main goal is to be the main or like the default search bar for any security in IT in the world. And we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. But at the moment, we are going to solve a huge problem. By the way, we got into this problem because we as founders, we suffered from that in our other companies. Right. And we will make it.
Biran, I wish you all the best of success, my man, for the future, and thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for listening. If you've enjoyed today's show, please like and share with your friends and colleagues, as this is really important for the show's reach. If you'd like to be our next guest or are interested in Aspiron Search's staffing solutions, please get in touch directly with me or reach out to us via our website www.aspironsearch.com.